I know it's been a minute. Business and Moto, quick hit. The news of GEICO Honda shutting its doors this past week as the 2020 Motocross Nationals came to a close. Super sad, super disappointing. And I wanted to speak on that for just a couple of minutes because I think it's something that small business owners can learn from what's really not being said about that situation. And there are a lot of things that are obviously different in running a race team, especially of that magnitude, and running a small, medium, or even large size business. But the biggest takeaway, and this is a mistake that my partner and I made early on in business, and we learned from it, thank God, or we wouldn't be here today. You cannot have all your eggs in one basket that you rely on, because if that basket goes away, so do all of your eggs. That's kind of the situation that GEICO Honda was in. Now, GEICO being the title sponsor of that team, obviously a large sum of money was dumped in from GEICO to that team every year. And when that money went away, they didn't have any other backup plan. Now, again, running a race team is different than running a business. But you can learn from that. So I see a lot of people that have new businesses and they get, a client that allows them to live a lifestyle and they get reliant on that lifestyle. And if and when that client goes away, not if, when that client goes away, because no client is going to last forever, so does that normality you're used to. We had a client very early on that was spending a lot of money with us. And a very good friend of mine said, hey man, if that client goes away, are you prepared to be able to continue the very next day, business as usual, or will you also go away? That's what has happened to GEICO Honda. Don't let that happen to your business. It's easier said than done, because if you get a big client, let's say you don't have any, clients over $5,000 a month, and all of a sudden you got a $15,000 a month client that comes in and your business changes overnight. Well, it can also change overnight the other way when that client goes away. So try to have a consistency about your client base that allows you to have that insurance that if one goes away, yeah, it might be a little bit different until you replace it, but you're not going to have to shut the doors or lay your staff off or not be able to pay rent or something like that. Big takeaway from the GEICO Honda. Unfortunate news of them shutting their door, and I hope it's something that you can read between the lines and see past just the headlines on Racer X about the news. What can you actually learn from that situation so something like that doesn't happen to your business that you've worked hard to build?